The first question is, how often would you say that you bike? I'm going to list a couple answers. Just let me know which ones. Multiple times per day, once per day, multiple times per week, once per week, less than once a week.
Multiple times per week, yeah.
Okay.
Or per day, sorry.
Per day.
Per day. That's it. I go and come back.
Excellent. Do you bike regularly for any of the following reasons? Let me know which ones apply to you. To commute to or from work?
Yep.
To do regular shopping or errands?
Yeah.
To visit friends or family?
Yep.
For recreation or exercise?
Yeah.
Any other reasons not listed?
Recreation. To go to recreation.
Okay.
Like going downtown.
Alright. Alright, so then next question. What describes why you use a bike for transportation? Let me know which ones apply.
Right.
You lack regular access to a car.
No.
You don't have a driver's license.
No.
You lack regular access to the bus system.
No.
Biking is more convenient for you than using a car or bus.
Yes.
Yeah. You enjoy using your bike for transportation.
Yep.
Biking is good for your health.
Yep.
Biking is good for the environment.
Yep.
Any other reasons?
No, I mean, I guess the transportation thing, it's more convenient, and that's just an indictment of the public transit here in Athens.
Yep.
All right.
What bike safety equipment do you have access to? A helmet?
Yep.
Lights for nighttime riding?
Yep.
Mirrors?
No. I mean, I don't have them.
Any other equipment that you use?
I use reflective tape on the crate on my bike.
All right.
Try and get that to stand out, and then I have a couple reflective things on my crate, but no vest or anything like that. And I got a bell, but I don't use it that much, so it's mostly for entertainment purposes.
Yep.
We're recording now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I wanted to say that the public transit in Athens really sucks,
yes,
it needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
Irregardless of the question.
Irregardless of the question.
As long as it's on the record
It
twice.
is on the record. It will be in the transcription, and we're going to ask you some questions about like where you think change could be seen.
Awesome.
Athens is a bike-friendly city. How do you feel about this statement?
Ambivalent. It's getting better, but I wouldn't say it is yet.
So would you strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree?
Disagree.
Disagree?
Yeah.
How could Athens become more bike-friendly? Let me know which ones apply. More greenways and other paths for bikes and walking only?
Yes.
More dedicated bike lanes on existing roads?
Yes.
Use of curbs or posts to separate car lanes from bike lanes?
Yeah.
Stations where bikes could be stored or repaired?
Yes.
And then any other reasons, any other ways to become more bike-friendly?
Make sure every bus has a rack for a bike. There's not a very good integrated transportation system there. And so I think the UGA buses have bike racks, but maybe not all the city buses. It's something like that, and it's one of the reasons I don't bother with the bus system. That, and it's just the timing sucks on it.
Yeah.
I can't figure out I could figure out the routes, but I'm too lazy to, and I know where I'm going.
Excellent. And then some demographic data. What is your age?
30.
How would you describe your gender?
Male.
And how would you describe your race or ethnicity?
Of Hispanic origin, but
Okay.
of European origin. I'm like a quarter Native American, it turns out. So like, I just did one of those genetic tests, so like, it's all fucked up.
You're Native American?
Yeah, but it's Native South
Okay.
American. So
Okay.
like the Incan shit.
Okay, that'd be cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's exciting. I didn't do it. It doesn't give me any scholarships or anything like that because I'm done with my school. But whatever.
It's good to know.
Yeah, it might get me hired.
All right, so that's the end of the questionnaire portion. This next portion is a sketch mapping exercise. So I'm going to give you a blank sheet of paper. You're just going to mark the starting point, home, and then finish your route along the way. Mark intersection or any landmarks so we can kind of.
That'll be fun. All right.
All right, so I'm actually just going to give you the back of one of these consent forms.
All right.
Because I've run out of blank paper.
All right, so let's see here. I can't draw for sure, but this is now a house. It's the shittiest house I could think to draw. And this is me going to work. Leave house, take a right, and agriculture drive. Does this, and then there's a blind corner right here, which sucks. Because
Right, blind corner.
Yeah, sorry. And actually, there's a funny story. Just yesterday, some guy came to our apartment because his son had been hit in this corner. He was walking. but like there's a blind corner here from where I'm coming in, and also this is East Campus. So people frequently, I guess, turn onto this corner without looking, and some dude got clocked by a car. This was 2 years ago, and the kid's limping today, so it seems like the guy was going pretty fast. Anyway, so I go from there, from Ag, on to East Campus, and then I don't ride on the road anymore because there's this running trail alongside East Campus. I used to, but now I just take the trail from East Campus all the way to College Station. On occasion, I take the road, but it's easier this way because I can go around the light.
Can you say that it's a trail?
Oh, yeah. It's a paved trail. It looks like it's for running and biking. It's not a sidewalk. It's explicitly not a sidewalk. So, yeah, I don't ride on sidewalks. I'm not a dick. Trail to College Station. College Station, hop on here, and I'm starting to run out of space, but whatever. It's all College Station all the way down. Cross the loop, cross the loop again, but it's not across, it's sort of there. Up past, the scale's getting compressed now, Riverbend, and I work off of College Station Road, so USDA. So it's basically, I don't know, like a 3/4 of a mile College Station ride.
All right.
This map's kind of hideous, but let me do this.
It's beautiful.
Inner loop, oh, thank you. Loop. Outer loop. Because there's an overpass and then that weird turning shit. Yeah. It's not topographical, but that's about my route, and this is about... I just moved. My commute used to be like 2.5 miles even, and now it's like 1.6 miles, I think.
What time of day do you usually do this route?
I do this twice. So in the morning, probably around... not really 8:30 anymore, 9 o'clock.
All right.
To 9 a.m. from probably anywhere from 5:30 to 6:45, let's say, p.m. Yeah, and so I'm not going to try going backwards because it would clutter it further.
All right. So just talk us through each portion. So this intersection, blind corner, it's not...
It's not ideal. It's right when you start, and let me see if I can blow this up a little bit better. So we have... All right, so coming from my apartment, it curves out like this, I think. Is that right? Anyways, yeah, it basically curves outwards. So coming down, I live on Riverdale. Riverdale curves this way and then meets East Campus here, but Ag is right here. And so there's this kind of stretch right around here in this turn where you can't see cars coming from East Campus turning left, and they can't see you either because it's a turn. And also there's houses and trees and shit right here, so you can't see anything coming down Ag your way. So you kind of have to like nose it out in the way. And I think I have a stop sign here, but everyone else doesn't. And I mean, there's a stop sign to get on the East Campus. So you have to see it to really get it, because I'm doing a bad job of explaining it. But if you bring it up on Google Maps, you can see it really quickly. And there's a couple signs there that say slow down, but for people going on Ag. So it's slow down so you don't crash into the trees, basically.
All right. And then you get on the running, or this pebble trail, or this paved trail.
Yeah, this is straight up paved trail. It's like asphalt. And basically ride on that, very, very chill, very calm ride. From there, I guess I cheat a little bit, and I cross the sidewalk to get onto College Station because people tend to stop in the right lane there, even though they're not turning, even though you can go straight in both lanes because they're assholes. And I can't go around them. So I just hop the sidewalk, get onto the bike lane for College Station, and then cruise that the whole way through. And now it is mostly all bike laned out, except for one portion. They've redone the bridge, which is great. Because that was the scariest part of my ride. Immediately after, not the bridge, after the intersection with Research. After the intersection with Research, everything's smooth until then, and then the bike lane disappears briefly. And it reappears, but it's under construction right now.
Can you add that to the map?
Yeah, so let's say this is Research Drive. right here. Yeah.
Could you also indicate that there's a bike lane
Okay.
that you're riding in the bike lane
Yeah.
on College
Let
Station?
me see if I can add arrows just to give this some sense of this is the line that is my travel. Although, what good it does, I'm not entirely sure. Worth pointing out. And that's both ways. The station has bike lanes on both ways. The only problem with the bike lane coming back is that I turn left, and so I gotta fly across 2 lanes of traffic.
Mhm.
Usually it's calm enough that I can go around that. Yeah.
Have you had any crashes along this route, or come close to any crashes?
This route, not as much. I've been hit on Millage and Macon Highway, but not this route that I know of.
All right. So the next step is I'm going to give you 2 highlighters
All right.
to kind of capture like the ends of the spectrum of your experience. So green, highlight areas that you feel are especially safe, very enjoyable rides, and red to highlight areas that are dangerous and could be improved.
Cool. All right. Well, we should probably do a different trail too.
Yeah, we can do more than just one.
Oh, yeah, I'm happy to, because my trails are mostly simple.
Yeah, this is great.
And then shitty up front, briefly shitty up front, briefly shitty right here. Oh yeah, as part of the test, this is actually yellow, not green. Like, it's not one of those stealth psychology tests.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is to
That's
prove
what I
that you're
I'm actually colorblind.
you're actually colorblind.
But in
wanna
a
be
very
the first to
specific
tell you.
yellow-green.
You know, green is really a spectrum. What is green? What is
That's
yellow?
true. A lot of things are. Oh, I don't know if I'm done with this.
Yeah. Let me double check that I understand all of it and can recreate
Yeah,
it.
good luck.
And if you want to go ahead and get started on another route.
Can do. I gotta learn how to draw and scale.
No one can.
Yeah, this is bad. And let's say I go out of town from here. Alright, so I've combined 2 routes into one here because I basically take the same major route the whole time.
Okay.
So going from home on Riverdale, going up and around, getting onto Village.
Can you put Riverdale over?
No problem. This is a residential street.
Mm-hmm.
It's got its own problems, but not really. I mean, I don't expect too much from it. The problem is people park on both sides of the road, but they don't stagger, they park next to each other. So there's room
They
for
double park.
Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, so like one guy opposing lane here, one guy opposing lane here. There's about a car length to go in between them.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's double parking.
No, it's not double park.
They're just parking like idiots. So that's weird and bad, but like not really bike friendly or non-friendly, I guess. Anyways, there's some side roads that then lead up to Millage. They're much the same, nothing wrong with them. Millage is really rough to bike on.
Mm-hmm.
There's no bike lanes. I'll just skip to this part. There's no bike lanes on Millage. And what's worse is... Okay, so that's all the way up to Broad. What's after Broad? Yeah, it sucks after Broad, too. What they've done now is they've put in these damn concrete medians. or those median islands, which I guess are pedestrian refuges, something like that. And what these do now is basically force cars into a tighter bottleneck with you, because before you had those collapsible plastic stanchions or whatever the hell they're called, and those kind of create a bottleneck in the lanes. You know what I'm talking about? And it became a matter of having to take the lane to prevent the car from getting all up on you.
Can you write? Yeah. Okay, you got it. Perfect.
Force car. Against the curb, I guess. Words are kind of failing me, but you get what I'm talking about. And so here, I didn't collide with a car, but I had one get close enough that I reached out and like tapped on him. Which, if you're ever in a situation to do that, I do not recommend doing, because the first thing someone does when they feel someone tap on their car is they stop and they pull over the side. And so riding on the side, not my finest moment. I was kind of done. So all of this sucks. And then I skip over Broad entirely, but if I had to ride on it, it would fail too. And here, side roads are fine. Side roads are fine getting to downtown.
What specific side roads you take?
Oh, geez. I think it's Hull.
I can pull up a map.
That'll be helpful. I want to say it's the one immediately after Broad. No, 2 after Broad. So I think it's Broad and then, I don't know, something like J Street or some shit like that. It's the next light. I think it's Hull. It's either Hull or it's Hill. Or it's Hall. It's something like that. H blank LL. And then that kind of just goes downhill forever and then hits Pulaski. Well, that's neat. Although, I guess this doesn't have a bike lane either. It's just low traffic enough that it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right in there.
So where
There's
am I?
Broad and Village.
Yeah, so there's Lincoln, there's Millage. Broad, Reese. Oh, just kidding, it's Hancock. I lied. Hill is the one I take to go to the co-op. Hancock. Hancock kind of sucks in its own right because it's a steep downhill, which is fine going downhill. A bit of a panic because, I mean, there's intersections here and you don't know who's coming out. But they have stop signs, so that's good.
Can you write that it's a steep downhill?
Yeah. Steep down. And that's fine. You get a lot of speed. But they did put a stop sign in there, but that doesn't mean anything. No lanes, yeah. No lanes for any of us, really.
You just mean no bike lanes?
Oh, no bike lanes, sorry, yeah.
Alright. No, you're good.
But it's low traffic enough that it almost feels like it doesn't need it. Like it's just a road. And then everything else is fine. I cross... Is it Pulaski? Yeah, it's Pulaski. Pulaski and Hancock is right here, and that's right out by, I want to say, Creature Comforts. And so this is inaccurate now. No, I just gotta go here. But same deal.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's downtown. That's one lane. That's one way Millage sucks to deal with, and Broadwood as well, but I just avoid it because it sucks so bad. And then brunch. Brunching at White Tiger means you continue up Millage, you get onto Prince. Prince is just really friggin' bad. Because, again, no bike lane, and also speed limit's like, what, 35, 45? And so, yeah, you're turning left onto that. It's not so bad because it's a short trip, but cars are going fast and they don't tend to look out all that well. I mean, you can see how badly we need crosswalks there and how shitty the ones we have are now. Sorry.
Can you write out Creature Comforts?
Oh, yeah,
Just so
sorry.
I'll know in the future.
Creature Comforts, and then it's White Tiger, which has an excellent brunch.
What do you get for brunch there?
Actually, the make your own biscuit sandwich, and they have a bunch of ingredients, but I do like pimento cheese, soy sauce, and broccoli, which is off the menu, but they let me do it. And yeah, but everything there is amazing.
Any other specific reasons why you've marked these red?
Yeah, let's, alright, so the one time I've wrecked my bike,
Alright.
and also, wait, was it? Yeah, it was millage. So millage and Macon Highway, while I'm at it. This part sucks because some asshole turning left hit my bike and left. He hit and ran me. Hit and run me. Hit and ran. So that also sucked. But mostly, another time I've wrecked my bike is because the pavement to curb is like, it's, do you know what I'm talking about? Where it's a layer of pavement and then it drops off into the curb, but it's jagged because they didn't do it right. Like,
not exactly.
The pavement curb transition is jagged. And so it's almost like the asphalt is serving as a gutter because it dips down.
Is that what it's like on Baxter? Because Baxter has those steep
So
gutter kind of
let me see if I can do. So if I were to cross section it, it would be the pavement's like this, and then it drops, and you have the sidewalk here.
Okay.
But like this drop is maybe 3 inches. Like it's just big enough for a tire to fall into. And it's kind of like steep there too.
Right.
So I guess it's like a guttering thing that they're doing, but it looks really sloppy.
So where along Millage is that?
Oh.
Or is it on Macon?
I want to say all the way up along Village.
Okay.
But I really noticed it. That's because I fell on it from East Campus to Macon. You know, hit and ran and didn't run isn't the right terminology, but it's funnier to me. And this was just a nighttime deal. So I don't know if that's a lighting thing or not. I was wearing lights. It was fairly well lit. He had lights on.
Right.
Here or should I guess? Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so there's that. Problemas here.
Any other specific reasons you feel Millage is very dangerous?
Speed limit's not that bad. The turn lanes aren't that bad either. It's mostly these islands. It's mostly how there's no bike lanes. Which, I know I said that, but I don't think I wrote it on here. Bike lanes are large. These islands are horrible, and all of those dividers. They bottleneck cars, they scare the crap out of bikers. Cyclists, whatever. Nothing else comes to mind. People don't go specific or typically all that fast on there. That's about it.
Alright.
Maybe
Any specific reasons for Broad or Prince other than what you listed?
Broad is fast and unlaned, and yeah, so that's no lanes. So car speed. The topography makes it hard for drivers to see, I guess.
You want me to bring you a printout? Please. They're just the sketch.
Also.
Alright, see you, bro.
Wait, just to
See you, 8:30. Are we meeting in the buttons or are we meeting in the...
Oh, yeah, you know what else?
I'll go here first.
Frat party debris. I'm almost certain I've had at least one tire go flat because I ran over a shard of glass from those guys. Forgot to spill debris for a second there.
Yeah, we'll be lost forever. Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a tire hazard. And that's about it, as far as I can think of.
What time of day do you usually do this? Brunch on?
Brunch. So there's two routes
Or any other
here.
time of day?
There's downtown, and then there's brunch. Brunch will be, what, they open at 10, I want to say? Let's say 9:30. Downtown will be, and brunch back will be around,
No.
say 12. I don't do this one as much anymore, but I guess it used to be around 8 p.m. and back around 3 a.m. Too late. All right. Yeah.
Sounds good. Looks great.
All right. Nice.
So, final question. The focus of this research is finding ways to improve the safety of biking in Athens. What do you think should be the biggest priority?
Bike lanes.
Bike lanes.
Yeah, shitload of bike lanes. Bike lanes with protection would be best. Some sort of either those concrete bumps, if those actually help. I don't know if they do. Or some other divider would be nice. Just anything to keep cars from drifting into bike lanes, because that happens kind of a lot. Where there are bike lanes. Usually there aren't.
First, we need the bike lanes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, what specific areas would you like to see these changes most?
Oof, all along Village.
Okay, yes.
Broad Street is not a priority because it's just so, to me, impractical to bike, but I'm sure someone might have to ride it. Yeah, Broad Street, Prince Avenue, especially, if those jag-offs could stop delaying fixing Prince, that would be great. The collective jag-offs, I don't remember who specifically it was, but it's the people who say, let's do a study instead of actually fixing Prince, or instead of putting in calming measures or whatever it was. So you followed that, right?
What was that? They was
Yeah,
that where
man.
they got rid of the crosswalk on Prince? They
Yeah.
prevented there being put a new one in?
It was something like that, and
So-
then there have been calls for, I want to say years. I've been here years, and there have been calls since I've been here, to do some sort of traffic calming on Prince, because it goes from being like a 45-mile-an-hour highway to being, the grid's right there, the co-op's right there. People are crossing the street and almost getting clocked on a regular basis. Like, I did a lot of volunteering at the co-op for the past couple of years, and I would work nights. And that crosswalk is a death sentence, almost. Like, people almost get hit on that constantly, especially at night, because the lights there suck. I mean, especially in daytime and nighttime. And I think they've had studies there before observing the traffic patterns, and during those studies, the engineers almost got hit crossing those streets. Like, that's how bad it is.
Wake up.
Yeah. And for some reason, either it's the council and the commission and the mayor, or some faction thereof, do not want to do anything about it. They want to just kind of prolong what it takes, prolong the process so that it never gets fixed. I'm sure they don't want people to get hurt, but there's some reasoning there, whether it's responding to business calls or whatever else. Anyways, that's a bunch of politics.
Probably
It's really
business
boring.
related.
I would have to assume, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they want anyone to get hurt, but they don't want to fix it either. And so they say, let's do a study, this will take years, take 2 years. Meanwhile,
I'll
there's
be out of office.
yeah, there's like a master plan that's been written up and all that. Or is that what you guys are working with?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
you
in
know.
2020, yeah, they love their master plans.
Yeah.
And gives them something to do in the
Yeah.
interim of actual progress.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. If anyone asks, I said that.
So yeah, thank you so much
No problem.
for participating with us. You get a bike light.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, for your.
Oh, these are
for your
better than those
enjoyment.
shitty frog ones.
They're kind of small, but they pack a punch, I guess.
Yeah, they're good. I use a helmet mounted one, so
Mhm.
this is going to be good for... Awesome.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you.
I have not forgotten about your alias though.
Oh, yeah, shit.
It's crunch time. You gotta come up
I
first
have-
thing.
Doing Snoopy.
Snoopy.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
that'll do it.
works. Thank you so much.
That's some weird shit right there. That's a psychology study.
That's a- Snoopy, and you recognize that the yellow was actually yellow. Yeah, you won.